Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that... communication is key. Anyways, let's just hop right in. We did play by the rules in D&D. After breakfast, I helped Grandma with washing the dishes. We will eventually get to Kuya's route. I can't help but hum to myself. For some reason, I'm in a really good mood today. Thank you for the miso soup, Grandma. It was delicious. You're welcome, dear. She has a huge, genuine smile on her face when she cleans. Must not be very often she has someone other than Grandpa complimenting her food. To my surprise, she starts humming along with me. It's the theme to an old television show I watched when I was a kid. I'm surprised she knows it too. Grandma watched Attack on Titan. Hoshinotabi, Grandma? Oh, I didn't think you'd remember that show. When you were a baby, your father used to hold you in his lap while you watched it together. You were such an adorable child. Grandma! Oh, now look at you. You're almost all grown up. Funny how time flies. Nah! You're gonna make me cry. I suppose I never thought about it, but I'm sure my visit has awakened a lot of nostalgic feelings in her too. As the sunlight shines through the window, I can see her eyes twinkle. I love you, Grandma. She pulls me closer with the right arm and squeezes. I love you too. I could stay like this forever. I'm glad I got this opportunity to be with my grandparents. You never know how much longer you have with them. There's a sense of comfort, familiarity in her embrace. But time marches on. Not everything lasts forever. I distance myself from her, blushing slightly. Even now, the moment's already gone. Could you get that, dear? I'll finish up the dishes. Sure. I wipe my hands off with a nearby towel, then rush to catch the phone in time. Hello, Nishimura residence. This is Hiroyuki. Hero! A voice cries out from the other end of the line. I know that voice anywhere. Tora? Why do you sound so surprised? I don't know. If he could only see my face, he'd understand how annoying it is. Normal people don't exactly yell someone's name into the phone. I take a deep breath and try to maintain composure. Dude, you take things way too seriously. Anyway. There's a strange pause. Do you want to meet me at the bus stop in half an hour? I've got something cool I want to show you. I'll take that as a yes. Thanks, Yuki. I'll see you soon. Usually makes that noise when he's embarrassed. I feel like I just got hit by a whirlwind. What just happened? Put the phone back on the receiver and return to the kitchen. Who was that, dear? It was Tora. He wants to meet me at the bus stop in half an hour. Is that so? I nod in confusion. He didn't say what for. I guess it's a surprise? That boy is something else. She smiles at me. I'm sure the two of you will have a good time. Sure. Glance off to the side. Since you're heading out, I'm going to give you a list of errands I'd like you to run. Oh! I know I said I'd be more than happy to do this for them, but... I kinda got used to not having any yesterday. And this is how we die. It's a very brutal death. My brow dripping with sweat, I finally arrive at the bus stop. Of course he came back. Why wouldn't it? Wiping the sweat away, I collapse onto the bench and give a heavy sigh. I don't know what Torihiko wants, but I can't deny his excitement is contagious. I wonder what it's going to be. Tori usually saves these things for big occasions. I can't remember all this, but I think for Tatsuki's event, we tell Tora to fuck off. if I'm not mistaken, we tell Tora to fuck off. What? Why are we licking Torihiko's hand? Dude, we're gonna tell him to fuck off. I'm sorry, we gotta tell him to fuck off. Wait, do we go to the candy shop or shrine? We hate to not lick it. We will lick it on his route. We will lick Torihiko's hand on his route. Why the fuck did I? And apparently I didn't mute my phone. So that's fun. I can't remember. Candy shop or shrine? The ads are coming for me. Oh no! I think they're coming for everyone. Lug is never safe from the ads. No, he isn't. Lug, are you okay? If you're here, are you okay? Raise a disembodied leg if you're okay. The candy shop is Kunosuke. We're gonna check the candy shop. Yeah, that's that event. Which means it'd be the shrine. I decided to leap the stone barrier and cut across the meadow. It's harder, sure, but it means I'll reach the shade at the other end faster. Traveling along a side road, I find myself at the stairs leading up to the shrine. I smile inwardly as I remember the good times I used to have here.
Here, wait for me!
The memory of that little wolf running after me as we chased each other near the shrine goes through my head. It was a favorite place for us to play, much to the chagrin of our parents. It was like such a long time ago. I stand there, pondering the thought. The shrine is Shun and Sotaro. Oh, fuck. So it doesn't matter. Okay, Cheeto or my husband? I'm gonna let you decide. My husband, the love of my life, or the Cheeto? Because it genuinely doesn't matter to me. Even though I would much prefer my husband, but, you know, you win some, you know, oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Damn! Who's spamming? Who is spamming? I am genuinely curious. Who is spamming? I don't have any issues, but I am curious. Feel the wrath of democracy. Actually, we need to identify this. What is it called if I can pay for more votes? What government system is that? Yeah, I know. I don't care about the U.S. law. Not right now. I do not want to read the U.S. law again. What type of government is powered by the one with money? We need to figure that out. A plutocracy. This isn't a democracy, this is a plutocracy. I stand there pondering the thought. Could not give you any chance. Plutocracy. I am mildly upset, but also that was impressive. I don't know whether to be sad or impressed right now. Actually, what is an oligarchy? Whatever government it is, it's one for the Cheeto. Oh, no, we are not an oligarchy. A Utah. Our government is Utah. Stand there pondering the thought. It's kind of rude to be here just to get out of the sun. But... ha! It's not gonna hurt anyone. I nod to myself, having made up my mind. As I begin to climb the stairs, notice a figure standing at the base of the second flight. Seems to be hesitating. Huh? Wait a second. I recognize him! I ascend the steps faster so I can catch up with him. Hey, Taro. The lion jolts, looking down towards me in surprise. I ignore the sweat rolling down my face as I catch up to him. How are you doing? Oh, taking it easy. He gives me a shy smile and a slight shrug of his shoulders. I can't help but chuckle at his choice of words. He seems so dismissive about it, which reminds me of Shun. And how are you, Mr. Nishimura? I shrugged the same way he did, grinning at the emphasis he put on the question. Enjoying being back in my hometown. It's still kind of like a dream. Everything exactly the way I remember it. The sights, the smells, the sounds, they're all the same. I look back at him only to notice his expression has become more cautious. From the corner of my eyes, I can see him shielding his pocket with his hand. Hey, I'm about to ask him what he's hiding, but I realize my manners and stop myself. Instead, I scratch my head awkwardly and glance to the side. The silence is uncomfortable. Looks like this topic went nowhere, so I decided to change my subject. I used to come up here all the time with my dad. This seems to pique his interest. I know it's kind of cruel to be talking about my father with him, especially given the circumstances. I had to think of something to talk about. He wanted me to have faith in something. Said it was good for your soul. I rub the side of my ear. I didn't really embrace the idea. Taro smiles a little and gives me a slight understanding nod. Of course, I try my best to take it seriously, especially since Shun's family runs the shrine. Gesturing towards the stairs, I begin to walk up the next flight. The lion follows behind me, his guarded expression seeming to have faded away. Mr. Nishimura, about the shrine. Could you tell me a little more about it? I don't really know much. I stop, waiting as Taro hurriedly catches up. I can't say I know much myself, but if I remember the legend properly, it said that the shrine god is a distant Kodori ancestor who oversees the prosperity of the village. Scratch under my chin as I try to remember more about the shrine's legend. He looks after the happiness of everyone by granting them a plentiful life that continues into adulthood. There is more to the legend, but I'm afraid I can't remember it. Sorry. I sigh, feeling a little dejected. Why didn't I pay more attention? I really could have impressed him with my knowledge. That's alright. I didn't know any of that stuff, so thanks. Turning to look at the lion, I can see a warm smile on his face. No problem. I smile back in return. Finally, we reach the top of the stairs. Oh, Shun's here. I blink and follow Taro's glance. Sure enough, Shun is out front along with a lankier figure. As I try to figure out just who it is, I hear a loud groan.
Ugh! Dad, at this rate, it's going to take forever.
I see. The man with Shun is his father. The two of them seem to be hard at work. I want to give him a stupid as hell voice. Can I please give Mr. Kodori a dumb as hell voice? Can I please give him a stupid voice? That's exactly what I was thinking. I really wish you wouldn't complain, son. This is an important task after all, and we still have the courtyard to clean. Surrounding them is a bucket of water, a couple mops, some brooms, and various other things. As Taro and I slowly enter their field of vision, Shun's eyes meet with mine.
Yuki, Sotaro.
He drops what he's doing and runs for us, leaping up to hug us both.
Hiya, it's good to see you.
Pulling back from the embrace, notice Mr. Kodori has arrived behind his son. I bow respectfully to him. It's good to see you again, Mr. Kodori. He bows back rather stiffly and eyes me. I remember you. Nishimura, if I'm correct. I nod, suddenly feeling very out of place. Yes, sir. Shun's dad isn't exactly as I remember. While Shun and Taro continue talking, I notice Mr. Kodori's growing frustration. I still have memories of playing video games at Shun's house. His dad often gave us helpful tips whenever we'd get stuck. It's a polar opposite to what I'm seeing right now. He seems almost frustrated that we're here. Shun doesn't seem to notice and instead gives Taro another big hug, the lion returning it with an animated smile. I don't know what they're saying. Not because I can't hear them, but because I'm stunned at how close they've become. Almost as if they're longtime friends.
You okay, Hiroyuki?
I'm broken out of my thoughts by Shun's voice. Perfect timing too, as I was starting to feel like a third wheel. Sorry, must have been daydreaming again.
You've been doing that a lot lately.
He grins at me, tail swishing behind him. Taro looks over at me before giving a soft chuckle. I'm glad he's starting to feel more comfortable around me. Excuse me, Mr. Kodori? The lion bows politely as the older wolf stares down at him. If it ain't too much trouble, can I enter the shrine? I want to make a prayer. Shun's dad stares at him. After 2 moments of silence, he gives a nod. Very well, you may proceed. Taro bows once more, then turns to face us. Giving Shun and I a shy wave, he heads further into the shrine. And what of you, Nishimura? I jolt, not expecting the sudden question. Looking up at him, I am met with an accusatory stare. Truth be told, I had no real plan of being here other than getting some shade, but knowing that Shun's here brings back feelings of nostalgia. Glancing over at Shun, I notice he's looking a little tired. Maybe should offer to help? On the other hand, Taro's gone ahead to make a prayer. I could join him instead if that means escaping Mr. Kodori's glare. Who knows, I might even make a prayer of my own. Should we help Shun, join Sotaro, or kindly fuck off? Yeah. As much as I want to help my dear friend, I'm forced to admit to myself that I would only get in the way. My gaze shifts to the shrine entryway as Taro walks through the huge doors. Taking a breath, I give my response to Mr. Kodori. If it's okay, I would like to join Taro and make a prayer too. A surprised look comes to Mr. Kodori's face, but he quickly composes himself.
Of course, Hiro, that's fine.
Thanks. I really wish you wouldn't do that, Shun. Smaller wolf scowls over at his dad. Just as it looks like he's about to say something, Mr. Kodori gives another sigh. Fine, you may go. I finish my bow and look over at Shun, giving him a wave. Waves back before picking up some cleaning supplies and moving towards the courtyard. I chuckle to myself and head further into the shrine. What if we do all three, then we'll never make any progress. We'll die. If we do all three, we'll explode. In the central area, I see Taro standing in front of the Chozubachi. He holds a ladle in his hand, staring down at it in confusion. Is everything okay, Taro? He looks at me awkwardly as I walk up beside him. Mr. Nishimura, I don't remember how to do this. I blink before giving him an understanding smile. Okay then. Go along with what I do. Grab another nearby ladle while the lion looks to me for guidance. First, you fill it with water. I dip the ladle into the Chozubachi's water. Taking a breath, I step back. Taro carefully mimics my movements. Now we purify ourselves. I demonstrate the next step, pouring a small amount of water over my hands. First, you pour some over your left hand, then your right. Like this, see? Yeah. What's next? Take the ladle into your right hand, pour some water into your cupped left hand, and then cleanse your muzzle, like this. I sip the water and swish it around in my mouth. I see. He follows my actions. After we're satisfied with the rinsing, we spit the water out into the drainage area. Good job. Lastly, we have to clean the ladle. Lift it upright and then let the rest of the water wash over the handle. Then place it back where it belongs. He nods in understanding, following my lead. Thank you, Mr. Nishimura. Not a problem, Taro. You mind if I join you? I have my own prayer I'd like to make. Taro smiles a little wider, giving an enthusiastic nod. Of course, I don't mind. We walk together towards the offering box. Taking a breath, I bow slightly. The lion continues following my actions, probably trying to make sure he doesn't mess anything up. Taro fishes into his pocket and grabs a coin. There! Watch as he carefully tosses the coin into the box. Not wanting to be left out, I'll follow his lead this time and reach into my wallet, pulling out a similar coin. After tossing it into the box with Taro's, I reach for the nearby bell cord. Ring the bell twice and hold the cord out for Taro. Here, don't forget to announce your offering. He looks at me for a moment before nodding and taking the cord. I fight back a gasp as his hand brushes against mine. I don't want to embarrass him. Instead, I watch in silence as he rings the bell twice. When he turns back to face me, I give him a nod, then prompt him to return to the offering box. One last thing. I bow twice, clap twice, then give a silent prayer while closing my eyes, making sure to thank the shrine god. From beside me, I can hear the soft breathing of my new friend as he follows my lead. Opening my eyes, I give one last bow before walking away. Taro does the same and trails behind me. Wait. Come to a stop, the line stopping a moment later. He looks at me in confusion. We should inscribe our wish on an ama. Turn sharply and walk towards the ama stand, followed closely by my companion. My eyes light up when I see the price printed above a money box. 500 yen, huh? That's way cheaper than in Osaka. Look over my shoulder at Taro, only to notice he's uncomfortable again. I don't think I'm getting one. Huh? Why not? He whispers so quietly I can't make out what he's saying. Sorry, I didn't hear you. He gives a very long sigh before closing his eyes and shaking his head. I can't afford it. Oh. I didn't think for a second he'd have a hard time paying. Suddenly feel very ashamed for bringing up the emas. Especially after he told me about his mom's constant struggle with money 2 days ago, too. Seeing the lion stand there with drooped shoulders, I decided to do the only thing appropriate I can think of. Ah! Mr. Nishimura! I ignore his cries as I bring down 2 ema plaques. I place a 1,000 yen bill into the money box and turn to Taro and hand him one of the emas. Here, Taro. A gift from me. The lion's eyes widen before staring down at the plaque. Thank you, Hiroyuki. Just like at the Yoshima Inn, he called me by my first name. I kinda like how it sounds, so I decide not to say anything except for the obvious. You're welcome. Anything. For a friend. Taken by surprise, I'm pulled into a sudden embrace. See, this is so cute! My eyes are wide as my newest friend holds me close. Mr. Takahara's right, you really are a caring person. Rub the back of my head, giving a soft chuckle. Gives a slight appreciative bow before turning back to the ema stand. Picking up a permanent marker, he writes his wish on the back of his plaque. Smile and do the same. I wish for me and my friends to get the most out of our summer vacation. Sound of markers squeaking against wood continues beside me. I can't help myself from looking over at what he's writing. Seems he's wishing for help protecting his mother and hoping for his father's well-being in the afterlife. I know it may seem a bit much to ask for, but there it is. Raise my hands in front of me and shake my head.
This is why we love him, it's so fucking wholesome.
No, there's nothing wrong about it at all. Try to smile at him, but it's hard now that I know the reason he wanted to do this. It's a wonderful wish, Taro. Thanks. I watch as he walks to a nearby ema wall. Reaches into his pocket and pulls out a pocket watch. Slowly make my way to his side. This watch was my father's. Hopefully the shrine god will be able to take it to him. Even though the doors are closed behind us, I feel a faint warm breeze blow past my cheek. Taro takes a deep breath before reaching forward and hanging his ema, wrapping his father's watch around it. Compared to his, mine is a little... Hang on a sec. Scramble around my pockets trying to find something. Aha! Feeling my fingers touch something, I excitedly pull it out, only to sigh. Taro looks at the object I'm holding before suddenly twitching. I cock my head to the side, confused and concerned. Does the shrine god have bad breath, Hiroyuki? My face burns red while putting the pack of chewing gum back in my pocket. No! I end up joining him in laughter. Very funny, dude! Try to sound serious, but I'm laughing too hard for it to work. After a few minutes, we finally manage to calm ourselves. Taro glances upward, rubbing the back of his head. Thanks for joining me, Hiroyuki. I don't know if I could have done this without you. Nah, I didn't do anything special. I mean it! I didn't know what to do, and having you nearby made it easier to ask the shrine god for help. Try to say something, but I'm speechless. Also, you didn't freak out when you saw my wish. It's none of my business, Taro, unless you want it to be. Hearing myself say those words caused me to inwardly wince. It sounds so harsh when I put it like that, but Taro only smiles wider. I appreciate that. It's such a refreshing change to not have someone throw themselves at me in an insincere attempt to help. We leave the chamber together and arrive in the courtyard. Fuck.
Hi, how'd it...
Oh, damn it!
Hi, how'd it go?
The wolf is hard at work, but when he spots us, he drops everything and waves. It went very well. Hiroyuki helped me remember how to purify myself. Shun blinks, noticing Taro's use of my first name. Before he can say anything, I give a subtle shake of my head.
Really? That's cool, so what are you gonna do now?
Shun takes the cue and doesn't bring it up, thankfully. I was actually wondering if you needed some help. Shun's eyes light up and his tail starts wagging rapidly. Yeah, I'd really appreciate it.
What about you, Hiro?
I'd love to... I suddenly remember the huge list of errands Grandma gave me. With an embarrassed smile, I take a step back. Actually, I'd love to, but Grandma needs me to do a bunch of stuff for her before tonight. If I want any chance of doing them, I have to start now. Give a remorseful bow and flatten my ears back. I'm sorry, guys.
Don't worry about it. Take care, hero.
The lion gives a polite bow to me and I follow in kind. I'll see you both later. I wave one last time to them before heading towards the stairs leading back down to the village. On my way, I pass by Mr. Kodori. He looks over at me with a blank expression on his face. Try giving him a polite bow, but all he does is slightly incline his head and say nothing. I sigh, continuing for the stairs. When I finally make it to the bottom, my mind goes back to Taro. He seems to be feeling more comfortable around me, which is nice. His dedication to helping his mom is very heartwarming, which reminds me of the relationship I have with my own. Despite all this, I'm still unable to shake off an uneasy feeling. Got. Oh God. Think back to the talk we had in the park several days ago. I was hoping that his drinking wasn't a habit. It's starting to look like I was wrong. There's no separating you from sake, is there?
Nope. I'm a dragon, Hiroyuki. We're real men, and real men drink.
That is not a good thing. Tatsuki, that is not a good thing. You're gonna get alcohol poisoning. And for the record, that's kind of toxic. Yeah, that is toxic masculinity. If you want to get Hiroyuki pregnant, you're gonna have to fix that. How old are you again?
Hell if I know.
Can we please take Tatsuki to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting? We have to say yes to him. I hope we made our last will and testament. Okay. Oh shit, Dave Ment is still there. I didn't even notice. Okay, I'm gonna put our last will and testament. I'm gonna put my last will and testament. Everyone, I guess in chat, put your last will and testament in chat. There we go, that's my last will.
Hell if I know.
As he laughs, I catch a glimpse of something vaguely bottle-shaped in a paper bag sitting in his drink carrier. He's hopeless, isn't he?
Anyway, I've got some time to kill. Do you want me to give you a lift somewhere?
Oh boy! Everyone warned me about this back at the welcoming party. Little guy that lives in a... Oh, who's the little guy? Who is he, Lug? Don't get in a car with Tatsuki driving. Seeing that covered bottle, I'm starting to see why. Quit your drunk driving, Tatsuki. Still, my feet are kind of sore. Thanks, Tatsuki, that'd be great.
Hop on in, then.
He pats an empty spot on the passenger side of his car. I'm aware that this could be a mistake, but I can already feel the blisters on my feet. Ignoring that voice in my head, I walk around the vehicle and jump inside.
Only my best friends get to sit there. I don't let just anyone sit next to me and this little lady.
He pats the dashboard, which coincidentally happens at the same time and makes a weird sound. Or is it because of? I rub behind my head. It's just until I finish my errands. I'm lucky you came along, Tatsuki.
It's no trouble at all. Anything for a friend.
While he's laughing, I take a closer look at the paper-wrapped bottle in his cup holder. Yep, it's exactly what I think it is. Tatsuki? You're not drinking and driving, are you?
What?
Come on, hero, you don't really think I'd do that, do you? I point a finger at it. What's in the paper bag then? He immediately grabs a bottle-looking thing and tosses it out the opposite window. That old thing? Yeah, it's nothing, I swear. He sits there smiling, though I can see the sweat running down his face. All I do is stare at him. Alright, you caught me. You know, everyone warned me to not get in a car with you. I'm putting my life in your hands. I shake my head. No, Tatsuki. There is no excuse for this. This is very illegal. You could kill someone. He stares at me for a moment, then... You're overreacting here, Ryuki. No, we the fuck aren't. I'm in control. Dragons have increased alcohol tolerance, remember? What are you, a cop? That exact moment, we hear tapping noise on Tatsuki's window. Please step out of the car, sir. A deep, booming voice echoes out from the other end. I didn't do anything!
Out of the car. I'm not repeating that again.
Yes, officer. Tatsuki turns off the car and opens the door. I sit in awe as he slips out and faces the policeman. It took a moment for me to recognize him, but that's definitely Juichi's dad.
This is a first for you, Midoriya.
I'm sorry. Tatsuki looks truly defeated facing the imposing bear.
Usually it's your father.
Officer Mikazuki lets out a long sigh.
Young man, can you tell me why you thought it was a good idea to litter?
He points a thick finger at the bottle Tatsuki tossed earlier. I can't, sir.
I see.
He pulls out a pad of paper and starts writing.
Now listen closely, boy, because this is your only warning. I know what that is. I also know you've seen me reprimand your father for it, too. I'm writing you a ticket for littering.
His eyes narrow, staring directly into Tatsuki's soul.
You're a friend of my son, so I'm going to let you off just this one time. If I ever catch you with a bottle of alcohol in your car again, there will be severe consequences.
Steps closer to Tatsuki, somehow managing to tower over the green giant.
Do I make myself clear?
Yes, officer. Officer Mikazuki rips out the ticket he was writing and hands it to Tatsuki.
Let this be a lesson to you.
He disappears up the road. Tatsuki enters the car slowly, making sure to stick the ticket in a safe place. Ma's gonna kill me. Sorry, Tatsuki.
Aw, I can handle it. I've dealt with worse before.
To my surprise, he seems to take it in stride. Now I'll just have to hide it better next time. Really? That's your takeaway from all this? He sits there smiling, hand prepared to turn the ignition. Tatsuki, I'm worried you have a drinking problem.
Man, I know how to drive.
I got my license a couple years ago. It's a piece of cake. The car springs to life. I know what everyone says, but I'm actually a pretty good driver. I have to use this car every day for work. That's not what I... Yeah. Buckle up, kiddo. Where to? I grip onto my seat for dear life as the tires give out a loud groan and kick up a large dust cloud behind us. Dusky, slow down! Don't worry, here, I'm just messing with you. The car quickly slows down to a reasonable speed. Did you hear something weird, or is it just me? Nah, it's probably nothing. The car's just old. It runs perfectly fine. Huh? The beat-up vehicle gives a jolt as the engine starts to blow. The needle in the speedometer drops and the truck stalls. It does this all the time. Really? Oh god, that just reminded me of a story. But I'm not gonna tell it. It does this all the time, really. It rolls for a while. Then stops when the engine gives one last hiss. Who ate the battery? It's stopped. Yeah! Come on, you hunk of junk! Tatsuki slams the dashboard with his fist. It's no use. What do we do now? Can't help but feel bad for the guy. First he gets a ticket, then his car breaks down. There's not much else we can do. Well, there's actually a mechanic not far from here. But I'm gonna need you to steer while I push. I don't have my license yet. This is an extenuating circumstance here, Yuki. I'm sure Officer Mikazuki will understand. What? Jump over, I'm getting out. Tatsuki tries to get out of the car in a hurry, but ends up falling to the ground. Trim has to stifle a chuckle. You okay, Tatsuki? Never better. He blushes as he puts his hand behind his head and rubs. Honestly, he's kind of cute when he's flustered like this. Get ready, I'm gonna start pushing. I steer the truck following the directions Tatsuki yells as he's pushing. We eventually arrive at the mechanic's garage. I jump out of the car to check on Tatsuki. I think I pulled a muscle. You alright? Yeah, I've had worse. Sorry, hero. I know I said I'd give you a rap, but then this happened. Don't worry about it. I give him a wink and a thumbs up. You just messed up again, like you always do. It's no biggie. Nah, you're right. I messed up pretty bad. I should have checked to see if everything was working fine before I left today. I'm about to think about the bottle. Nah, he's gone through enough already. I'll leave it be. Thanks for helping me out. I have no idea what I would have done without you. That's what friends are for, right? Yeah. Listen, I know you still have some things to do. I can handle dealing with the mechanic. You sure I can stick around if you want? No, I've taken up too much of your time already. Now I'll see if I can call Pa from their phone. Thanks again, Hiroyuki. Alright then. See you later, Tatsuki. We're sad and we're sad and we're sad forever. You know who was always good at cheering me up when I felt down? I should visit Tatsuki. Yeah! That's a great idea. I remember him saying I could come over whenever I felt like it back at the welcoming party. Why am I doing that head movement? Why am I doing that head movement? Hang on. I'm going to reread that line and I'm going to turn on the camera just so you can see what I did, because I don't even know why I did it.
It's time to drink water.
Yeah. I remember him saying I could come over whenever I felt like it back at the welcoming party.
It's time to drink water.
I don't know why I did that, and I hate it.
It's time to drink water.
Just... Why did I do that? Well, I guess it's time to take him up on that offer. Turning the corner, I take the path that leads to the Minasato's outskirts. Glen Quagmire. That's what came to thought. That's what came to mind. Quagmire. Giggity. It's a long journey, but it's been a few days since I paid attention, but even in such a short time, the growth of the paddy fields is impressive. Now, I remember way back when we were in elementary school, Tatsuki's dad would head out into the fields with Tatsuki and a few of his friends. He'd show us the proper method to harvest rice, saying that we'd all end up working out here when we're older. Yeah, I think my mind is coloring that memory in a better light than it was in reality. Mr. Midoriya was always a fierce man, and he never held back, not even with children. Rub behind my head and feel the slight lump I'd forgotten until now. Dad wasn't happy about that. I take a deep breath and press onward. Regardless, I'm almost an adult. I'm sure I can deal with that man now that I have a few years on me. I have no idea what else to do today, so I might as well suck it up if it means I get to hang out with Tatsuki. Before I know it, I find myself at the Midoriya group's front gate a little after 9 a.m. Hang on, I'm checking something. Okay. I was never very good at making my presence known here. I carefully walked through the archway and into the yard. Hello? Calling out in a meek voice, I tiptoe my way further. Maybe this was a bad idea. What if Mr. Midoriya doesn't appreciate me being here? What if I get hit again? I'm not sure my head can take another... Hiroyuki! I hear someone cry my name out from across the yard. Suddenly, an imposing green figure starts running towards me. Oh god, it's Mr. Midoriya! I'm gonna die! What voice should I give Mr. Midoriya? Izuku Midoriya. Holy shit, it's Deku. Give him Deku's voice. Hang on, let me try to figure that out. Okay. Kachan, what are you doing here? you doing here? I am not going to be able to keep a straight face. Every single time I speak, I am not going to be able to keep a straight face. I am not going to be able to You're right, I want to. But it's not like I should. I shouldn't. Hang on. I'm gonna let you all decide what voice I do. Alright, I'm gonna let you decide. There's 5 options. I cannot do the muscle... No! I cannot do the muscle man voice to save my life. My mom! I do not know how to do the muscle man voice. Oh no! This is fun to watch. Oh shit, it's neck and neck. It's neck and neck. Is Izuku Midoriya gonna prevail? Oh my god. Alright, we're actually gonna take this seriously. I'm so sorry, we gotta take this seriously. What are you doing here? Please don't kill me. Kill you? Why would I do that? You're not trying to prank me, are you? Look up and see a friendly, familiar face smiling down at me. No, not at all. I fix my posture and try standing proudly again. I was just... You thought I was my dad, huh? Yes. Don't worry, I'm not gonna eat you. Unless you want me to, of course. That won't be necessary. Now, why would he use that joke on me? He knows how much his dad would scare me saying he'd eat me for breakfast one day. That's probably not a good thing. I know he was joking, but it really did frighten me. He was joking. He was joking, wasn't he? So, what brings you to my humble abode? Oh, sorry. I gave a slight bow along with my apology. I remember you said I could come over anytime, so I decided I'd give that a try. Yeah, I'm glad you remember that. I'm busy working on something right now, though, so if you want to hang out, you're gonna have to wait. I see. Look down at the floor in shame. I should have thought about this more. I didn't mean to interrupt your work. Nonsense. You have nothing to apologize for. Besides, I'm taking a break right as soon as I finish this project. He points a chunky green finger across the yard at a collection of long logs. Yeah, I would not have lasted long with the Izuku Midoriya voice. That looks like a lot. Not really. This should only take me 10 minutes. Just take a seat somewhere and I'll be done in no time. You sure? I don't want to be in the way.
You're not in the way here, really.
Here's a good spot, right under my dad's favorite cherry tree. Now realizing it, I've been walking alongside Tatsuki. Enjoy the shade, hero. I'll be back before you know it. Thanks, Tatsuki. No problem. As he walks back to his project, I settle in under the cherry tree. Light shines down between its branches, swaying with the wind. Even though it's a workplace, I always found the Midoriya yard to be one of the prettiest places in Minasato. As I take in the gentle ambience, I put my hands behind my head and rest against the tree. In the distance, I can hear Tatsuki hacking away at the wood with his giant saw. Normally, sound like that would contrast with such a pleasant atmosphere, but somehow, it's just perfect. And this is how we die. I open my eyes once again and see Tatsuki wiping sweat off his brow. Huh. It's kind of rude to just sit around waiting for him to finish. I wonder if there's anything I can do to help. Stand up from the tree and brush myself off before heading towards Tatsuki. Hey, is there anything I can do to help? I feel kind of bad doing nothing. What? I'm not tired. Who said I was tired? I just need to clean this up and I'm done. Let me help you. It'll go faster with the two of us working together. It's fine, Hiroyuki. I can handle this. You didn't come over to work, right? I'm tired of waiting. It feels like I'm pressuring you. Just tell me what to do, boss. Sitting upright, holding my fist to my chest. Yeah, there's no arguing with you, is there? Nuh-uh. I really shouldn't let someone inexperienced in carpentry into the workplace like this. But if you really want to help, I'm not going to stop you. Yes! I pump my fist forward. Success. All right. So what do you need me to do? Should I help you move these logs? For you, I think... because you're so scrawny, I think I'll have you sweep up the sawdust. There's a broom right over there. I was hoping I wouldn't get put on maid duty. Tatsuki, I'm not a child. I can handle the harder tasks, too. Look, I'm not forcing you to help me. I told you I can handle it. If you're that bored, you can always head home and come back later. Are you mocking me? Stand with my hands on my hips. I'll have you know, I can almost bench press 10 kilograms. He falls to the ground, rolling with uncontrolled laughter. Not everything's a personal attack, dude. I miss having you around. Reach out a hand to help him back onto his feet. To my surprise, he decides to pull me down into the sawdust alongside him. Hey, now my fur's gonna get dirty. No need to be such a stereotypical city boy, Hiroyuki. He mirrors my gesture from earlier, offering his hand to me. I'll show him who's tough. Yeah! Pull down his arm with all my might. I'm not gonna take this insult lightly. He's going down. That tickles. It's gonna take a lot more than that, Hiroyuki. Now, why won't he budge? I'll just have to... Whoa! And just kind of back on my feet. We're gonna put some meat on those bones this summer, dude. You don't become the best carpenter in Japan by sitting around playing video games. Now he's starting to sound like his father. You know, he's always said he'd be the one to take over the family business someday. I never took him that seriously, at least not until now. He really is aiming to follow in his father's footsteps in more ways than one. Huh. Everyone's working hard to achieve their future goals. Even Torihiko's learning how to cook. Poor guy can't even fry an egg. If there's anyone who hasn't changed these last 5 years, it's probably me. What are you spacing out for? I thought you wanted to help. Sorry. I was just thinking about the old times, I bet. I remember how my dad would never let you guys back here in the workplace. He'd always say, this is no place for kids to mess around in. To be fair, he kind of has a point. Look at all these dangerous tools lying around. Point to the huge, almost Tatsuki-sized saw leaning against the nearby fence. He wouldn't let me out here without supervision either until I started working as his apprentice. Imagine being forbidden to enter part of your own home before graduating high school. I'm starting to feel a little out of my depth here. Oh, now you're trying to back out of it. Hey, I don't want to make you nervous or anything. My old man's been watching us the whole time I've been here. What? Oh, hi, bot. No, I'm going to do the band. I want to do the band. No. Hang on. Yippee! I feel useful. I feel a cold chill run down my spine. Mr. Midoriya is watching me right now. Yeah, if he had a problem with you being here, he would have said something by now. I think he might be going easy on you. Really? I can't picture him as anything other than mad and scary. Yeah, he was only mad and scared because you, Tor, and Konosuke were always messing around. That's true. Let me tell you the earful I'd get after you guys pulled your shenanigans. Don't tell me you think I'm planning something. So says a trickster fox. Don't try to act all innocent about it. The stuff you three did has been passed down as a legend to the younger generation. The old man still talks about that one time. La 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 la, I'm not listening. It's like you didn't pull your own share of pranks, Tatsuki. Still, he could have been nicer to you. At least you don't have to live with him, right?
Are you two still messing around?
Dad? Oh, God. Good morning, Mr. Midoriya. It's been a while, hasn't it? The old dragon stares down at me with rage in his eyes. I cover the top of my head, awaiting the inevitable strike. And yet it never comes.
Long time no see, kid. Tatsuki told me you've come back from the city.
I look up at the old man in awe.
It's your old hometown, relax.
Even for this relatively gentle greeting, Mr. Midoriya is as intimidating as ever. Now that I'm able to get a closer look without fearing for my life, I notice a few things different about him. His hair is a little thinner now, and it's become quite gray over the years. He also doesn't have a signature tobacco pipe hanging from his mouth. Or if he still smokes. Hi, Dad! Tatsuki will probably look a lot like his father when he's older.
I still see sawdust everywhere, boy. Get back to work. There's no way to treat a guest. Why am I even teaching you if you need this much help to do a simple task?
But, hold on, Mr. Midoriya. I offered to help. I didn't think it would interfere with his training. I bowed deeply to Tatsuki's father. I'm sorry. No, Hiroyuki, this is my responsibility. You have nothing to apologize for. That's not fair. Yeah, this is the Tape Midoriya I remember. He was always really hard on poor Tatsuki. Maybe I should have listened earlier when he said he'd handle it. Yeah. Wait, is he laughing?
I'm kidding. Why the serious look on your face?
Huh? I thought you said I was getting in the way of your son's work.
Work? Bah, we're just doing the simple stuff today. That desperate for a kid, why don't you get a job while you're out here? I'll admit, I didn't expect to have an extra set of hands helping around the place today.
The old man starts scratching under his chin. Someone who isn't another goddamned apprentice. Oh no, Pa's thinking again? Get behind me, Hiroyuki, I'll protect you. Rush behind my guardian, peering out at the scary dragon man from under Tatsuki's arm.
Learn your place, boy. I'm trying to talk to your friend.
Over my dead body. The two dragons growl at each other. For some reason, I get the impression Mr. Midoriya actually wants to talk to me. Maybe I should hear him out. I'm sorry, sir, I'm listening. Step up from behind Tatsuki and cautiously approach him. What?
Yeah, glad you can listen to reason. Like some terrible sons. Aw, Nishimura. If you're up to it, I think I can put you to good use here.
What do you mean?
I'm offering you a summer job. Earning some extra money never hurts, right?
I'm caught off guard by the sudden proposal. I'm gonna
have to fill out some paperwork, but I think we have room for a part-timer. I know you have other plans, but I can be flexible. How's about an evening shift?
Mr. Midoriya, I don't think...
Of course, free time is great too.
The old man turns his attention back to his son.
Boy, there are tools that need to be put away properly. And there's all this lumber that needs to be stacked. Get to it.
Is he trying to guilt me into taking the job? Don't fall for his tricks, Hiroyuki. Save yourself while I still can.
Shut up, boy.
Okay, Kratos. In reality, though, I just want to put this out there. Kratos is an amazing father. We will have money to buy a Nintendo Switch. It's 2017. They're new. But no, seriously. In reality, I just want to put this out there. Kratos from God of War is actually an amazing father. Yeah, he made mistakes, but he is an amazing father. Mr. Midoriya gets right up into his son's face, staring him down with fury.
Listen to me, because I'm only gonna say this once. If you want to be the best carpenter in Japan, you have to put in the time and effort to be one. Being lazy with your friends all the time isn't going to cut it in this industry. Ungrateful bastard, you should be thanking me for what I'm doing.
Thanks, pal. No. Curse these hiccups, they always come at the worst possible time. Just hold your breath, hero.
Good.
The old man starts walking away. Geez, even though they hate each other, Tatsuki's fight with his father reminds me of the one I had with Dad not too long ago. Hate seeing him like this. Maybe I should help out around here. I think Tatsuki might need that extra buffer between him and his father. Without a second thought, I call out to the old man. Mr. Midoriya!
Yeah?
It's alright with you, I think I'll take you up on that job offer.
What?
Are you serious? Don't do this for my sake. I'm not. I'm just strapped for cash. Yeah, that's it. I still have to pay for souvenirs, bus fees.
Excellent. Welcome aboard, Nishimura.
I hope you know what you're doing. I shrug my shoulders.
Come with me and I'll explain what I expect from the job. After that, we can grab a bite to eat with the rest of the group.
Yes, sir. In spite of how Tatsuki's acting, I'm sure I'll be fine. And this is how we die. He could really use another friend around here. It's alright, pal. Hiroyuki's gonna be busy somewhere else today. He's planning to watch Kyoji and Sotro's soccer game in Kazunari. What? Yeah, you're gonna be late if you have lunch with us, dude. You're going, right, Hiro? I didn't even realize they were having a game today. Gee, thanks for putting me on the spot, Tatsuki. Stares at me straight in the eye. Oh, I get it now. This is Tatsuki's way of trying to get me out of harm's way. Sorry, man, but if I'm going to be working here, it's important for me to know the details of the job. It wouldn't hurt to get to know my coworkers as well. I remember as a kid, the Midoriya group functions almost like an extended family. Oh shit, we're going to stop it for the ad. One break from the ads. I completely forgot! Ah! Do your no ads dance. Ah! Look, you have magical powers right now. You're not going to get ads. Ugh, hate making decisions like this. It's alright, Tatsuki. I can pass on the game if it means I get information I need to start working.
That's the spirit. You could learn something from your friend, boy.
But Mom's not here today. Wouldn't that mean one of us has to prepare lunch ourselves?
How about we have lunch at the Raimon instead?
You're not supposed to spend money while I'm miles away. She told me to watch you, make sure you don't go crazy with our money.
What? In that case, I won't hold back. Who does she think she is? It's my money. Plus, this work-related. Don't go trying to tell me what to do, boy!
Raimon it is, then.
That's right.
You better behave yourself. Remember that Hiroyuki's here.
Last I checked, you're the one who can't hold his alcohol.
That's not fair. I learned it from you.
What's your point?
Screw you, old man! Mr. Midoriya's face goes red, expression looking like he's about to strike his son, but seems to change his mind at the last second.
You're starting to sound like your mother.
What is even happening? I don't understand how these two communicate, let alone coexist in the same house.
Fine, I get it. I know when I'm not wanted.
Mr. Midoriya turns to face me.
Nishimura, we should still discuss the details of your job. Like I said, I've got some paperwork to fill out before you start. Come by later now and we'll get things sorted. How does 16th sound for your first day?
That's not right away, so I'll still have some time to myself before I start. Actually, that sounds great. Thanks, Mr. Midoriya. He walks back into the house. I'm not sure who this counts as a victory for. Thanks, Hiroyuki. I appreciate you offering to help. No problem, dude. Ugh, how did that monster become a dad? I'll admit, your father seems a bit friendlier than I remember. You're kidding me, rat. You don't have to live with him. It's a goddamn nightmare. He's an absolute beast when it comes to work. Well, maybe that's why he's so successful? Maybe. You still respect him though, right? Of course I do. He's my father. He droops his shoulders in shame. Honestly, he's kind of cute when he's like this. I wasn't kidding earlier about Kyoji and Sotro's soccer game. Are you going to it or not? Huh? You were making that up? Thought you were trying to find an excuse to get your dad to leave me alone. I'd totally do that. Seriously though, did nobody tell you? I look side to side. I guess not. Tora. He shakes his head in disappointment. I was planning to go, but work piled up today. Plus, I doubt my dad's gonna be too willing to let me go after everything that just happened. Sorry. Nah, it's fine. The game starts around noon at Casanari High. If you want to make it up to me, go watch that game. What, really? Yep, when you come back tonight, I want to hear all about it. Alright then. Yeah, you better start running home. That bus schedule's all sorts of crazy. But I don't know how to get there. Follow the road north from the bus stop. You can't miss it. Now get going before I eat you. Start running for the front gate. I'll see you later, Tatsuki. We're just gonna be nice to Kuya.
Why is it still so hot?
Fan out my shirt a bit. The warm breeze doesn't do much to cool me down, but at least it's something. Meeting Mr. Midoriya this morning definitely didn't go the way I expected it would. I made him mad a lot as a kid. Now he's offering me a job? Maybe I never got the right impression of him in the first place.
Excuse me, who are you?
I'm not doing anything suspicious, I swear! Wait, what did I just say? That's pretty suspicious in and of itself. Who the hell is this guy anyway?
You certainly don't look like a client. I'm going to ask you to leave.
Just who does this guy think he is? He's a worker here. Why isn't he wearing the Midoriya uniform? If you ask me, he's the suspicious one. I'm sorry, do you work here or something?
No.
I knew it.
Not technically, anyway. I'm Master Midoriya's apprentice.
Yeah, fat chance. If you're an apprentice, where's your uniform?
Master Midoriya says I'm free to wear what I want while I'm still an apprentice.
Drat! I don't know how to counter that.
Are you done? If so, please allow me to escort you from the premises.
Hey, wait! He grabs me by the arm and starts dragging me towards the front gate. For such a scrawny-looking guy, he's pretty strong. Is everything alright out here, Nikaido? Nikaido? Hey, ain't he the Arctic Fox we were told to keep an eye out for? Here's my chance. Yes, I'm that guy! Take advantage of the moment and jerk my arm free from the horse's grip. You must be Hiroyuki. I'm one of Master Midoriya's apprentices. Name's Chukichi. Nice to meet you, Chukichi. I'm Hiroyuki Nishimura. I bow politely to the small mouse. Sweet! It's an honor to meet the legendary Hiroyuki Nishimura. Oh, great, so I'm legendary now. Where do these stories keep coming from?
Really? You're Nishimura? If that's the case, you should have said something.
The horse bows to me in a high-class, almost regal manner.
I'm Akira Nikaido.
As I said earlier, I'm an apprentice here. You're well liked here in Minasato. Everyone's always talking about you and the amazing things you used to do. Where I'm from, there isn't anyone like that. Where is my cheddar for dinner? Can I call you Big Brother?
What?
Feel a bead of sweat rolled on my cheek.
Did you come over to play with young master or something? Here, let me go get him.
I wouldn't put it on those terms. It's okay, thanks. Maybe I should have introduced myself as a new apprentice. Probably would have saved me a lot of embarrassment. I'm actually here to talk to Mr. Midoriya about a job. It's right to see kids my age working here. For real? We're gonna be working together with Big Brother? Wait, what? This is a dream come true. I guess that nickname's gonna stick. Well, it's better than being called a legend all the time. Hey, Chukichi, where did you hear those stories from? I heard a lot about you from Master and Young Master. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Huh?
Who are you calling young master? I see you two met Hiroyuki.
Always watching.
Pal kinda forced him into a part-time job here. Don't put it that way, Tatsuki. Nikaido looks annoyed while Chukichi stares at me with what might as well be stars in his eyes. Look, you guys can count on me, alright? Okay. Whatever master feels is right. I look forward to working with you, Nishimura. Thank you. I look forward to...
That's it. Don't get in my way. I've heard the stories about you too. I don't appreciate being dragged into trouble.
Hey, don't talk to my friend like that! Whatever. Another person to help out around here should reduce the workload for everyone. Do your best. Well, he's a real charmer, isn't he? Did I say something wrong? Nah, that's just his way of welcoming you to the group. He's not a bad guy, but he sucks at expressing his emotions. Sounds like Shin. Nikaido is harmless compared to Shin. He's quite sociable when you're on his good side. Yeah, just try not to catch him in a bad mood. Sounds like quite the relaxing work environment. Just don't be careless. You already know how strict my father is. Nikaido's the same way. Unlike Pal, though, he won't go easy on you if you mess up. That's reassuring. Having second thoughts about this yet, Hero? Not at all. Bring it on, Tatsuki. My fist out in front of me. If you say so. It's hidden sad. Where you going? I want to come too. Don't you have things you're supposed to be doing, Chukichi? Oh, this is bad. Who knows what Master might do to me? I might actually be having those second thoughts now. Never mind. Good luck, young Master and big brother. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Our name is no longer Hiroyuki Nishimura. It is now Phoenix Wrong. Well, no, we're not Phoenix Right, and we're not Hiroyuki Nishimura. We are Pigeon Wrong. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.